Hello everyone, Krydex here. Welcome back to our Nullius playthrough. We've got some fun in store today because our bots are finally caught up. It's beautiful. 200 and something bots flying around invisibly. So, what we can do I can't talk today. What that means is we can actually start establishing a real mall. Which, I mean, we've done a lot of the real mall, but, you know, all the buildings and stuff, we haven't even started on that. And we want to do that, so we can finally start establishing all the little various buildings that we need and work our way up from there. So that's very encouraging. And I'm going to drop another 50 bots in, because I'm sure we'll need them. So I'll get to 300, and then we'll start working on them all. Because I don't want to have another 5 hours of bots not being caught up. So we'll just add to them all as our bots allow, because everything takes a little bit to saturate, as I'm sure you all have experienced. Okay, there we go, 300 bots. So I guess the first place to go is assemblers. And I actually want to automate assembler 2s. So we're going to start with that, and looks like I need to make them all in medium assemblers in the first place. Now, where do I put all this? I don't rightly know. I think I'll just start down here. And we'll just start using all this space. We'll leave a little bit of room, but we'll make a bunch. There's 12 buildings right there, and I'm sure I'll need more. Oh, I keep meaning to make some more construction bots, too. Because my hangar can handle 10, and I can put another hangar in here. Like that. So I can handle 20 bots. Although the batteries drain pretty fast. It says a robot limit of 0, which is strange. Oh, it still has a robot recharge rate. I see. So that just lets me charge 3 bots at once rather than 2, so that doesn't feel all that useful. Okay, so let's get started. We need a small assembler 1, and that needs belts. And belts. Why is that not working? Oh, I didn't actually select the recipe. That was weird. We'll do a few for belts. And then 10 for these. That should get things going. Oh, that's a little too low. Okay. Let's go every other. Ta-da! Oh, how did that get up there? Okay. So that should function. And there we go. We got belts running. And therefore we got small assembler 1s running. Yeah, there we go. Ta-da! Those stack to... I can't even see the stack size. Wow. Isn't there a way to see this? We'll shift F. Is that it? Oh gosh. Wow. Stack size 50. There we go. Let's get that out of here. Okay, so we've got a stack size of 50. I'm fine with letting that build up to 50. Then we need small assembler 2. And then we need medium assembler 2. No, we need medium assembler. And then we need medium assembler 2. And once I have mortar and red belts, I can also do large assemblers, which I assume are 4x4 buildings, but I do not know that for a fact. Alright, there we go. And I'm definitely going to need another hangar in here somewhere just to provide charging and more bot availability. It also could be worth it to put efficiency modules in all these. They do run a lot of the time. So maybe that's not crazy. I do have a lot of efficiency modules. So this will probably add up to power savings over time. So I might as well do it. Power savings, power savings. We love to save power. Power savings, power savings. We love to save power. Because it's Nullius, and you always want to save power. Okay. You save power, you save power. Everybody saves a power. Oh. Oh, those are the small ones. We need to have the bigger ones to save power. Alright, alright, alright. Things are functioning. This is not functioning because we need splitters, of course. And we need underground, so let's get those going. Okay, that should work. This is beautiful. I love being able to do this. Now, we are short on bots, which is funny. Maybe I would jump the gun a little bit. So I'll stop adding things for a minute. And while we stop adding things... Oh yeah, I still have no memory. Wasn't I supposed to remember this? What am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, chemical plant 2s. Oh yeah, sounded Canadian for a minute. Yeah, I don't totally remember, but I think that was just putting implant 2s here and here and here. Or no, here. This is for something else. Although that could be a implant 2 as well. But I don't think anything was inherently broken. Unless I'm forgetting something. But what I can do is add some green science, which doesn't show up for some reason. Chemical sample. They're called samples. So it looks like there's a few ways to make them. Oh. Nope, that's just boxing. Oh, boxed. There we go. Glass, sodium hydroxide, concrete, ammonia, sulfuric acid, lubricant. Looks like that's the only way to make it. And it's the same... Interestingly... Oh, no, that's glass, sodium hydroxide, concrete, ammonia... Yeah, that's the same. Okay. Now, another thing I've noticed in the technology menu is the expensiveness of the green researches. They're much more in the 600s to 500s to 1500s. So I'm going to want a lot more than 0.2 per second. I'm actually thinking I want triple that. Because I've made do with the 0.2 per second up till now. So I think 0.6. We'll start with that and see where this takes us. A lot of this is actually not that bad. We are going to need barrels, but I already kind of know what goes into most of this. Sodium hydroxide. We already know how to get that. That's just from brine. So I can even prioritize sodium hydroxide from various places where I'm currently dumping it. And then if we need to, we can always make it from scratch. The problem with making it from scratch is then we have sodium chloride, hydrogen chloride, sorry, that we need to get rid of, which I guess I could make plastic out of this, but that needs ethylene. Let's see how we make sulfuric acid. That's the one I have the most question about. Sulfur dioxide, water, and oxygen. Okay, that's not bad. Let's make a little chain for this. Sulfur dioxide comes from gypsum. Where does gypsum come from? We get some of it from lime. That probably, yeah, that doesn't function. Because we would need 0.36 times 20, which is more than 5. So yeah, that doesn't work. We also get it from limestone, but that's not a great way to get it. We get some from a different bauxite thing. Bauxite recovery from sludge and sulfuric. No thanks. So I think this is the main ways. Volcanic gas. And then that nets us some air randomly and some CO1, which is interesting. CO1 is not easy to come by. So we could just vent it, but we could also make some bonus stuff out of it. So I'll have to dive in and see if the monoxide is enough to get whatever I need to make plastic kind of as a free byproduct. In any case, volcanic gas just comes out of the ground from these pump jacks, I believe, if I'm remembering that correctly. Now, I don't know where. We might need to go searching, because I don't see any volcanic gas things. Is that in this guy? Is that in mid-game? Doesn't look like it. Let's drop some more bots in. They're still behind. How are we doing with our initial mall items? We're looking pretty good on belts. Assemblers are taking a while. But we are getting there. I mean, we have medium assemblers. So that's great. Extractor. Why is that a different color than the one we just looked at? Oh, I have to select extractor. Okay, I'll have to find where that volcanic stuff is. Okay, so a little bit of water, a little bit of oxygen, not bad. And then brine. We already know how to get that. Let's just throw that in here. Seawater. We can have that here too. Where's the seawater recipe? Huh. It's not actually one of these. Show hidden? Is it hidden? There it is. Wait. That's not right. I don't know. I'll just ignore that one. Oxygen's easy. Lubricant, glass, concrete I haven't looked at yet, actually. Sand, cement, and gravel. We also can use calcium chloride to get more concrete, which is nice because I actually have quite a lot of calcium chloride. So that's 4 times the amount of concrete. Or less than 4 times the amount of water, less than 4 times the amount of sand, less than 4 times the amount of cement. Roughly 4 times the amount of gravel, but technically less. So calcium chloride essentially just creates free concrete. So we'll do that eventually. Sand is going to come from sandstone. Gravel is going to come from kind of interesting. What's the best way to make gravel? I mean, I guess stone. But it's kind of interestingly difficult to produce gravel on purpose. Well, I guess stone is what we need to produce on purpose, which you get more of it from limestone, but you get a lot of crushed limestone out. And then that would mean you'd need to deal with crushed limestone. Which... how many ways are there to deal with crushed limestone? Limestone... Well, we already know about that way, but that's expensive if you want to make hydrochloric acid. You can turn it into lime and CO2 by burning it. Okay, good. You can just turn limestone into mineral dust, which then is easier to get rid of in terms of HCl. So, yeah, and we should probably switch the recipe over. Isn't there a better recipe? Oh, that's the gravel to mineral dust recipe. This is the same no matter what. So 1 mineral dust requires 6 hydrochloric acid, which means 4 limestone would need 18 hydrochloric acid. Whereas here, 1 limestone can meet with 25 hydrochloric acid. Crazy stuff. How do we make cement? Let's check out that. Aluminum hydroxide, are you kidding me? Oh, gross. That's such a small amount, I'm gonna have to just siphon that off of my aluminum lines. Because these things go through 4 hydroxide a second. We're going through 8 hydroxide a second currently, so 0.1 is going to be a rounding error to steal. So we'll just steal that from our production. We need some sand, we need some lime, which does come from limestone. Limestone comes from... well, crushed limestone comes from limestone. So now that we've thrown that in there, let's see. Limestone, saline water, regular water, gravel, and sand. Gravel needs to come from stone. And it's actually very close. I'm surprised. So by getting the crushed limestone and sand that we need, we almost create enough stone to make the gravel that we need. So then we just need a tiny bit of excess stone. So I'm going to move this up. And then we just get some extra sand. Or would it be better to get some extra crushed limestone? Probably extra sand. Sand is way easier to get rid of. So we'll do that. So yeah, limestone and sandstone. And then concrete. I do want to flood the world with concrete. So we're actually going to, go for 2 a second. And we're going to need it for other stuff. I'll just put 4 a second. So we'll build up concrete a bit bigger. And hydroxide. I guess I could, I mean, this isn't that hard to do. Because caustic solution just requires a tiny bit of sodium hydroxide anyway. And we're already producing sodium hydroxide for chemical samples, right? Yeah, it's right here. So yeah, I mean, it's just 10% more sodium hydroxide to get the aluminum. And then we actually need to get some of our gravel. So now the gravel numbers are different. Sand we'll put at the very bottom. Something went horribly wrong. We don't want to provide the sand. There we go. And gravel, we need some small percentage from crushing iron or dust. Matrix solve this, please. Nope, didn't work. Well, it did work. It just thinks I want to use limestone instead. So let's go back. Keep this at 100. 98.7% comes from that. This gives the rest. Okay, yeah, which uses up our crushed iron ore. Wait, what? Oh, so then this needs to be 100% again. Ta-da! And then we get some output sand, which is fine. Something else will probably need it eventually. There we go. I also should have considered glass. Because glass comes from silica. Now, how much glass? 0.9 a second? Forget. Is that a lot? Is that a little? How much glass are we making currently? Oh yeah, that is quite a lot, actually. 0.25 is all we're making currently. So... Wow, we're using up all our iron. Good for us. That's new. How are we looking? 35 medium assemblers. Alright, well, we're using things up. That feels good. Bots are still not caught up. It's always scary. But I probably have a lot more now. Yep. 56 more. Ooh, 420 exactly. What do you know? So also, what's even in ammonia? I should look at all these before I focus too hard. Looks like we get one recipe. That one. Compressed hydrogen, compressed nitrogen. So we're gonna have to use compressors. That is not very difficult. So the most expensive part of this is the barrels. Barrels are actually pretty messy. How did that get in its own block? I don't think I intended for that. And then glass we'll put in here. Glass. Oh, we have another one? Soda ash? Wow, it's a much, 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 much better recipe. 16 seconds for 1 versus 24 seconds for 6. It's 4 times faster. It uses way less silica. Okay, we'll have to figure this out. We also want glass linked. How do I do that again? Do I control click here? No. Oh, it's not linked. There we go. Okay, you go up higher. And then soda ash. Ooh, that's kind of ugly. Still seems worth it, because otherwise I'd need 1,000,000 foundries. So that needs brine and ammonia. Brine, saline water, and water. Now the question is, why am I getting stone all of a sudden? Where's that coming from? Oh, it's because I need a lot more sand, and so now we're using even more sandstone. I see. That's fine, I guess. So then we actually end up having extra gravel. Alright, and then this guy will add in the ammonia stuff to this chain right here. That comes from... not brine. Well, actually, some amount from brine, because we do need... where is it? Oh, this also needs ammonia. That's an output. There we go. And then if we were to use brine, that would get us 1.99 sodium hydroxide, which is far more than I need. But we will need some amount for that. Sodium hydroxide here for caustic solution. Let's put that at the bottom. Brine. Ignore. Which is here for the sodium hydroxide. Yeah, so 6 brine for that. This is getting complicated for sure, but overall it doesn't seem all that expensive. Okay, wait, so then we need some more hydrogen. Now we have a bit of an interesting conundrum. Because we actually want to split hydrogen chloride. And then how do we use the chlorine? The only other way is if we can get ethylene in the same amount, which we won't be able to. So, that being said... Yeah, because I'd have to make hydrochloric acid anyway, so I don't want to do that. We actually want to, with the chlorine, we want to make more hydrogen chlorine, yeah. So this is what we want. There we go. So then, finally, we need hydrogen from pure water, which is a pretty small amount. Okay, so nitrogen, brine, waters. I forgot about lubricant. Oh, there we go. There's all our hydrogen chlorine. So overall we need 7.5 hydrogen chloride. So we will get enough from that. Methanol. I feel like we probably get enough from our other stuff. But let's just throw this in here to be safe. Wait, don't we get methane from this too? Oh no, that's splitting of other things. I guess it was ethane, benzene, and propylene or something like that. So CO2, we need to split some air. I did something wrong. Ignore... Yeah, ignore that output and the water output. There we go. Okay. Ugh, then we need silicon ingots, which I might just take from the base, from the logistics. We already have that much. And then, because otherwise I have to make more graphite, and I'm so tired of making graphite. Everything else is easy to get. Oh, wait, we still haven't finished our barrel block. Let's check on our bots, though. $471. It's a lot of bots being used. They are going up in power usage, that's for sure. So we're finally there on medium assemblers, but it's taking some time. These medium assembler 2s take medium assembler 1s, which take 2 small assembler 1s, so that process is slow, and apparently we're not making small chest 1s very quickly. Yeah, those are actually slowing me down. Oh, because the bots just aren't caught up on that, it looks like. Bots are slowing me down. Definitely need probably like 1,000 of them just for this area, which is crazy. But I can improve this guy to be a faster assembler. So I think that will help too. Okay, finally, you know, we need tanks and one-way valves. So these are just all logistics things. There's 2 different ways to make one-way valves. Rubber and steel. Is that worth it? I think that's worth it. So yeah, I mean, there you go. Barrels. Barrels for you. Alright. Gosh, I would have thought 474 bots could handle everything that's going on in here. But they cannot. They just really are slow. There's also a lot of them that need to be charging all the time. So let's grab another hanger. Put that right here. And then this one I'll move a bit more over. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Slowly but surely. Now why is this stopped? Oh, we just have bot issues. Okay. And I probably should ferry some more purple science over. Wonder if we're out. Yep, Research is paused. Purple goes up here. Man, I'm out of iron. It's pretty crazy. Oh, you know what I bet that is? I bet it's not that we're actually using all that much iron. It's that my iron mining has really fallen behind. Yeah, if we look at all this, the rate of what we have left is only 8.3, which is about half of what we're supposed to have. So let's move and shift things over a little bit here. And soon we're going to need to go to the bigger iron mine, I think. Okay. Ugh, I hate what these miners leave behind. It's so gross. This little skinny line. Okay, we'll do that. Build a bunch more. Connect that. Build a few more. Still have those other miners that I haven't really made very many of yet, but that works. All right. Merge those. Should fix things. And now we're back to 18.6 a second. Sounds good. Okay. Still using all 478 bots. That's crazy to me. Uh-oh, we've got a bot up here going massively slow. Does that mean bots aren't getting charged fast enough? We just need more hangers. Guess I'll throw another one here. And another one here. I need some red belts. Okay, we have a few. Let's give that a few more. So that is a little harder to diagnose problems with your robo network when your logistics bots are flying a lot slower. Oh, I guess I could just build more charging pads. I kind of forget that that's a thing. Yeah, I could just build, you know, another little robot charger. And that by itself can charge 3 more bots. So I don't need extra roboports. Or hangers, they're called. I need more charging pads. Although more hangers does provide a little bit of ability for them to kind of fly around a little more easily. but a few more charging pads is kind of all I need. So we'll put one there, we'll put one here. Grab a couple more. He's short on capacitors. Because we're short on bots. Probably need a charger up here somewhere. And then an extra one like here. Hopefully those extra options will make things a little smoother. The steel chest, we are short on these. Probably just from the speed. Issue. Maybe we need a few more recipes. Alright, we're getting there. 500 bots now. We'll throw a couple more chargers in. Just to make sure. Come on. You guys can catch up. I know it. I know it. There we go. They're catching up. 20 are available now. Okay, that's good. So what we see? How did this move again? You go back in your place, Krydex. Okay. So what we've got is a lot of things for chemical science. Step 1 is volcanic gas. Now, can I have a car yet? Have I unlocked that? Haven't really paid attention. I can build a car needs air. Oh, and it consumes vehicle fuel, which is something I have not crafted. Vehicle fuel requires us to make these empty canisters and then put stuff in them. Hydrogen canister, 5 megajoules. Okay, so I guess I can do that. Hydrogen and oxygen. So somewhere that I have water, I can just drop an electrolyzer and set that up. Okay, now I have a bunch of pure water up here, for example. Or no, that's not where I thought I am. Where am I looking? Oh, up here by the plastic. That's what I'm thinking of. And then we need air to craft a car. That... Oh, for the tires. I get it. It's like, why on earth would we need air? Doesn't even make sense. Okay, so... You are making some of this stuff. And then the car is made in a medium assembler. And then these canisters of fuel are made in a chemical plant. So we'll get those going. And then you need to make a car. Yeah, you don't need a ton of these things, but we need a locomotive. Where even is that? Locomotive. And then you also need 2 lamps. Gotta have the headlights. It kind of makes sense. I mean, it actually makes perfect sense. It's just funny to think about compared to the normal Factorio recipes. And there we go. That'll get us a car. Ta-da! Okay. And then we've got some fuel for it. Funny enough, I don't remember making barrels by hand. How did that happen? Oh, do you need barrels for a locomotive? Is that what just happened? Cargo wagon. No, no barrels. Oh, I don't know. Alright, hopefully that's enough fuel for now, because we're gonna go exploring. Well, let's not destroy power pole. Peace out. Yep, that's gonna be really annoying, because those rocks are everywhere. And the turning radius on this thing is not amazing. So I'll just stay zoomed out, try to avoid the rocks. See if we can find some goodies on the map. Aha! I found them. Volcanic fumaroles. Okay, so this is where we'll get our volcanic gas. Good thing, there's like 6 or 7 of them, so that's nice. And then the other thing I want to find while I'm out exploring is more bauxite. So I'm a bit concerned because that's going to run out. 700,000 is not going to last me forever. Ugh. Excuse me. Get out of my way, rocks. Okay, so we are looking for bauxite. See if we can find some. Oh my gosh, these rocks are everywhere. Ugh. Definitely the most annoying part about driving the car. Oh, well, we got some more sandstone. 9 million. That's great to know. Because actually that's... Oh, we had 15 million right there. Never mind. We did not need more sandstone. Well, our car still has 499 health, so I'm not worried about us dying, but... Ooh, more iron. Oh, and there we go. More bauxite. Sweet. Good thing I went to go see the rest of that iron patch. How much bauxite is this? 8.6 million. That will last me a long time. Potentially still not forever. I'm not sure, you know, with mining productivity and productivity modules as we get towards the late game. I'm not sure how much bauxite ore you end up using, but that will probably get me most of the way through the game, I would guess. Okay, sweet. So those are still close enough to just use some long belts. So the only other thing I haven't found is more limestone. But it is 3.7 million, so I think this limestone will last us a while. But we will run out of that before some other things. Sweet. Okay, so I found everything I needed to find. I'll leave the car on the south side of the base. Is that gonna blink forever? Because it's inside. Yeah, let's move that out of the construction zone so it won't blink at me. Hopefully that will only show that icon when I'm near it. Yes, okay, there we go. Much better. Alright, how we doing? The bots are still not caught up. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Oh my goodness. They just can't handle it. We are caught up on the small chest, though. So we need another small assembler, too. Okay, they are getting all these things caught up, which is nice. A lot of them are coming to grab belts. I almost feel like I need another charger down here. Here. Plop down a few more. We'll just put 2 right there, and then we'll put another one kind of on this side, and 1 down by that. So they should have places to charge pretty much no matter where they are. Oh, now they're caught up. Okay, 250 are free. Sweet. And I'll drop 50 more. So that's lots of extra bots. Okay, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So we've got assemblers on lockdown. So I'm actually just going to take all of these. And we are going to put those as a request. So then that will use up a lot of those resources, but that's okay. Maybe I need another charger down here. We are low on steel and iron after all this, which is, I guess, not all that surprising, but yeah, I'll put 1 there, and I'll put maybe, yeah, I'll just put it in the middle there. So iron's looking a lot better, but we've kind of used up a lot of our storehouses of things. Or at least half of our storehouses. I mean, we are shorter on gears, but we still have plenty. Yeah, we're doing okay. Alright, so let's keep going. What else do I need? Tanks. Medium tanks. Let's go. Bam. So many tanks. Air filters. Pumps. Where are pumps? Pumps. Needs one-way valves. One-way valves. Needs pipe 2s. Pipe 2s. We want to make from... Hold on. Now that, if I'm seeing this correctly, makes no sense. Okay, no. I'm the... Can't you make pipe 2s from steel? Where's that recipe? Oh, it's in a foundry. Right. I was like, this is so weird. If a medium assembler can only make a pipe 2 from plastic. I was starting to get very curious there. But pipe 2s are made here. What's the rate on that? I'll be able to upgrade it. So we'll do that. We'll do 2 sets of pipe 2s. Then I should be able to make pumps. No, one-way valves. Rubber, steel sheet, pipe 2s. Yep. So we'll do that. Then this guy can do pumps. And then this guy can do... What was I even setting up? Air filters? Yeah. And then we just gotta carry on with this setup. Move you over a little bit. We will slowly upgrade them all. Oh, I can't put in efficiency modules yet. So actually what I can do is put 1 efficiency module in, move the recipe, then I can copy that as the new blueprint. And you don't have tiles included. And I could use the new inserters as well, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Okay, so let's get... guess chemical plants. So we need auxiliary valves to be a thing. For some reason we can do one-way valves, but not auxiliary valves. Am I seeing that correctly? Yep, those are only in small assemblers. That feels a little strange. Okay, so auxiliary valves are here, and relief valves are there. Let's get those going. Okay, the one-way valves are going. Those are working. Okay, do. So now I can do chemical plants. Chemical plant 2. Hydro plant 1. Where's hydro plant 2? Well, that's only made in a large assembler. See, that doesn't make any sense. Hydro plant 2s are the same size. So I don't totally hate the small, medium, large assembler. I'm not like the biggest fan, but I'm also like, yeah, it's kind of a fun mechanic. What I'm not a fan of is the same size thing not being consistent in what it can be made in. You know, like the air filters would make sense if they were made in different size assemblers because the air filter 2 is physically larger. The hydro plant 2 is the exact same footprint. So I feel like buildings that can replace one another should be made in the same size assembler no matter what. So like the valves, one-way valves, being... like the one-way valve 2 being made in a medium assembler, like I understand, I think because it's like, oh, you're making 5 at a time. That lets it be in a medium assembler. But it just has a weird vibe that you can do that, but you can't do auxiliary valves in a medium assembler because they're like the same size part. Anyway, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's a little bit of a rant. So we actually need large assemblers then to be able to automate a few things, which is kind of interesting. So I can't do hydro plant 2 yet, but we need distillery for that. So we'll keep going here. Distillery. Distillery actually has 5 ingredients. So does this. I kind of forgot about that. So we need glass here. I don't know. Is 20 enough? Actually, 20 is the exact right amount. And here we need chimneys, which is 5 chimneys. And I think I'm going to have to call it an episode soon, so in our next episode, we'll probably finish this mall. 5 chimneys, and we need small furnaces, which I do have everything I need, thankfully, and then we need chimneys, which also have everything I need. And there's only 4 ingredients. So that should all work. That'll probably take a minute to catch up. I also keep meaning to do this. I need to craft more construction bots. I think we need some more charging pads in this whole region, just to make sure, kind of no matter where the bots are flying, they've always got a place to charge. This should probably be more here. And then probably one up here. And if they fly this way, I think they're covered, yeah. They're never too far from a charging pad. But what I want to do is another small assembler setup for not logistics bots, but construction bots. And then we'll just wire you up, and we'll just say, like, less than 10. So I can have a few more construction bots. And we actually want a few in the network here. I don't need a ton. Okay, sweet. Well, our mall is well underway. We've actually finished our research too, so let's I can only do a few more within the purple science world, and then we'll be looking at experimental chemistry. But our mall is well underway, and we will continue that into next episode. I think we need higher request amounts on those. And this definitely needs to be a faster assembler, because we need so many of these one-way valves. But yeah, I mean, this stuff takes a while to catch up. The good thing is our bots have caught up. So that's a plus. And I can even throw 50 more into the network. Alright, sweet. Well, our mall's working, and I think in our next episode, we will be able to get to chemical science. That's the hope, anyway. Or at least we'll start chemical science. It might take more than an episode to build all of this. There's a lot to it. It's not massively expensive, but I would say it's somewhat complex. If we really went all out on trying to use things we've already set up, we might save a little bit of time, but I kind of want it to be its own independent setup. A few of the things we'll reuse. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all next time.